Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. How are you today? Today, I am here with Daniel, and today we are going to learn all the ways to use will in English.
Hello, everyone. I'm very happy to be here today. The word will is one of the most useful words in English.
That's true. We use will in many different situations every day.
Today, we'll explain 10 common uses with easy examples.
Don't worry if you're a beginner. We'll keep everything simple.
By the end of this lesson, you'll know how to use will with confidence.
Let's begin with the first use.
Use number 1 is making future predictions.
A prediction is something you think will happen in the future.
For example, I think it will rain tomorrow.
Another example is, she will become a great doctor one day. We are not 100% sure. We are simply giving our opinion about the future. We often use words like I think, I believe, maybe, or probably with will. For example, I think our team will win the game. Great! That's the first use of will. In the next session, we'll learn how to use will for quick decisions.
Welcome back. Let's learn the second way to use will.
Use number 2 is making a decision at the moment of speaking.
So we use will when we decide something right now?
Exactly. We don't plan it before. The decision happens immediately.
Can you give us an example?
Of course. Someone says, the phone is ringing. You reply, I'll answer it.
That's a perfect example because the decision is made at that moment.
Here's another one. I'm thirsty. Then you say, I'll get some water.
We didn't plan to get water before. We decided just now.
Exactly. That's why we use will, not going to.
Another example is the window is open. Then someone says, I'll close it.
Or your friend says, I can't carry these bags. You can reply, I'll help you.
Remember this simple rule. If you decide while you're speaking, use will.
Native speakers use this form every day in real conversations.
Great. Now you know the second use of will. In the next session, we'll learn how to use will for promises.
Let's learn the third use of will. Use number 3 is making promises. We often use will when we promise to do something. That's right. A promise tells someone that you intend to do something. Can you give us an example? Sure. I will always help you. That's a kind promise. Here's another one. I won't forget your birthday. Excellent. Won't is the short form of will not. Parents often say, I will be there for you. Friends might say, I will keep your secret. Teachers may say, I will explain it again. These sentences show commitment and make people feel confident. So when you want to promise something, will is the perfect choice. Remember this simple pattern: subject plus will plus base verb. For example, I will call you tonight. Great! You've learned the third use of will. In the next session, we'll learn how to use will for offers to help someone.
Let's learn the fourth use of will.
Use number 4 is offering to help someone.
We often use will when we want to do something kind for another person.
That's right. These offers are usually made at the moment of speaking.
Can you give us an example?
Sure. Your friend looks tired, so you say, I'll carry your bag.
That's a nice offer. Here's another one. I'll open the door for you.
Or if someone is busy, you can say, I'll wash the dishes.
Parents often say, I'll help you with your homework.
A teacher might say, I'll explain this lesson again.
These sentences show kindness and a willingness to help.
Remember, the pattern is simple. I'll plus base verb.
For example, I'll drive you home, or I'll send you the information.
Native speakers use I'll all the time when offering help in everyday conversations.
Excellent! You've learned the fourth use of will. In the next session, we'll learn how to use will to make requests.
Welcome back. Let's continue with the fifth use of will.
Use number 5 is making polite requests.
Really? I thought will was only used to talk about the future.
Many people think that, but we also use will to ask someone to do something politely.
Can you give us an example?
Of course, you can ask, will you help me with this?
That's a very common question in everyday English.
Here's another example. Will you open the window, please?
Or will you call me when you arrive?
Exactly. These questions are polite and friendly. We can also ask, will you pass me the salt, please, during dinner? That's right, native speakers use will you many times every day. The structure is simple, will plus subject plus base verb. For example, will you wait for me or will you send me the email? Excellent! You've learned the 5th use of will. In the next session, we'll learn how to use will for invitations and suggestions.
Welcome back. Now let's learn the 6th use of will.
Use number 6 is making invitations and suggestions.
We can use will to invite someone to do something with us.
That's right. For example, will you join us for dinner tonight?
That's a polite invitation.
Here's another example. Will you come to my birthday party?
We can also use will to make friendly suggestions.
For example, we'll take a taxi. It's much faster.
Or we'll meet at the cafe at 3 o'clock.
These suggestions help people make plans together.
Another example is, we'll start the meeting after lunch.
Notice that will is the short form of we will.
Native speakers often use I'll, will, and you'll in everyday conversations because they sound natural.
So remember, will isn't only for the future. It also helps us invite people and suggest ideas politely.
Excellent! You've now learned the 6th use of will. In the next session, we'll learn how to use will for willingness and refusal.
Welcome back. It's time to learn the 7th use of will.
Use number 7 is showing willingness or refusal.
What does willingness mean?
It means you are happy or ready to do something.
Can you give us an example?
Sure, I will help you with your project. This shows that I am willing to help.
Another example is she will answer your questions.
Exactly. Now, let's look at refusal.
Is that when someone doesn't want to do something?
Yes. For example, he won't listen to my advice.
Or the car won't start. Here, won't means it refuses to work.
That's right. We also say my computer won't turn on when it doesn't work.
So will can show willingness and won't can show refusal, or that something doesn't work as expected.
Excellent! You've learned the 7th use of will. In the next session, we'll explore how will is used for habits and repeated actions.
Welcome back! Let's learn the 8th use of will.
Use number 8 is talking about habits and repeated actions.
I thought we usually use the present simple for habits.
We do, but will can also describe actions that someone regularly does, especially when we're talking about behavior.
Can you give us an example?
Sure. My grandfather will sit in the garden every evening.
That means he usually sits in the garden every evening.
Exactly. Here's another example. She will always arrive early.
So we're describing something that happens again and again.
That's right. We also say he will spend hours reading books on Sundays.
Sometimes will shows that a person's behavior is typical or expected.
For example, my little brother will ask 100 questions. It means he does that all the time.
This use of will is common when talking about people's usual habits or behavior.
Remember, will doesn't always mean the future. Sometimes it describes repeated actions that are typical.
Great! You've learned the 8th use of will. In the next session, we'll learn how will is used for commands and instructions. Welcome back. Let's move on to the 9th use of will.
Use number 9 is giving commands or instructions, especially in formal situations.
We don't hear this use every day, do we?
Not in casual conversations, it's more common in instructions, rules, notices, and official documents.
Can you give us an example?
Sure, you will complete this form before entering the building.
That sounds like an official instruction.
Exactly. Here's another example. Passengers will keep their seatbelts fastened.
So will can sound firm and formal.
That's right. Another example is students will submit their homework by Friday.
These sentences are not suggestions. They are instructions or requirements.
You'll often see this use in schools, workplaces, contracts, and public notices.
So when you read a formal rule beginning with will, it usually means this is expected or required.
Exactly. Understanding this use will help you read formal English more confidently.
Great! You've learned the 9th use of will. In our final session, we'll learn the 10th use and review all 10 uses together. Welcome back. We've reached the final use of will.
Use number 10 is talking about future facts or things we believe are certain to happen.
So this is different from making a prediction?
Yes, a prediction is your opinion, but a future fact is something expected or scheduled to happen.
Can you give us an example?
Of course, the sun will rise tomorrow morning.
Here's another one. Next month, we'll have 31 days.
We also say, I'll be 25 years old next year.
These sentences describe future facts, not promises or quick decisions.
Exactly. Now let's quickly review all 10 uses of will.
We learned that will is used for future predictions, instant decisions, promises, offers to help, and polite requests.
We also learned will for invitations and suggestions, willingness and refusal, habits, formal instructions, and future facts.
We have a question for our listeners. Which use of will was new to you? Tell us in the comments below.
Thank you for learning with us today. Keep practicing these 10 uses of will, and you'll sound more natural and confident every time you speak English.